Hello, everybody. Welcome here to the Wine with Jimmy channel. Delighted that you would stop by. This is all about wine education, and welcome to a series here for the WSET Level 3s. It's a series on southern Italy for the Level 3, and we are going to look at a 5-part series. As always, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, please do pop your comments in the comments section below this video. Always lovely to hear from you. Any questions about the syllabus, the area, the grape varieties maybe you have visited and you have recommends, please do get in touch. There's the wonderful Trulli of the Alborello part of Puglia in this picture. So as per your textbooks, Italy is actually structured into 3 areas, and we are looking at the southern Italian section. The heat of southern Italy means that it is most famous for full-bodied red wines from grape varieties like Aglianico, Primitivo, and Negormaro as well. However, in common with the rest of the Italian peninsula and its islands, there is a great deal of diversity to be found here, from kind of perfumed whites made from the likes of Fiano to the restrained and elegant reds made from grapes grown at altitude on the volcanic slopes of Mount Etna. In southern Italy, it's about Campania, Basilicata, Puglia, and the Mediterranean's largest island, which is Sicilia or Sicily. So parts 1 and 2, this video and the next, is available as free content. Parts 3 through to 5, including the all-important short written question, that is only available on my e-learning portal. You see that at the bottom, that's winewithjimmy.com. Okay, let's get on to the good stuff, talking about the climate and grape growing of this area. First, looking at the location. The area of southern Italy extends south of Lazio, which is actually just up here on this map, down to the tip of the country to where we find Calabria, for example, and also the heel, which of course is Puglia. So we have quite a lot to talk about here. We've also got the large Mediterranean island of Sicilia here. Now, there are a number of regions here, but we are focusing on Campania, Puglia, Basilicata, and Sicilia for this level 3 syllabus. Now, agriculture is the principal economic activity in this part of Italy, with grape growing particularly important in the regions of Puglia and Sicilia, where, of course, significant amounts of wine are made, often lots of bulk wine, inexpensive wine made in both Puglia and Sicilia. What about its climate? So the climate is very hot and dry inland. So in places that are the interior of Campania and Puglia and Basilicata and of course Sicilia as well. Coastal areas, certainly around Campania, so near the Bay of Naples, and also the coastal parts of Puglia will be a little bit more humid, of course, because of their proximity to the likes of the Adriatic and the Ionian and the Tyrrhenian Sea on the other side. Now, sea breezes cool those vineyards located certainly in parts of Campania, but also the flatter areas that you find in Puglia, so the flat plains that are a potential of very large source of production from Puglia. So you get a bit of balance there because of that. The topography. So now we know it's very hot, so we're going to need to think a little bit more innovatively about where we find vineyards to create balance. So many vineyards are located on slopes within the Apennines, so the major central mountain range, the spine of Italy. And this gives us some shading, but really it gives us altitude, which can provide some relief against the heat. So you've therefore got some cooler conditions that enables a slower ripening, certainly of black varieties, and it offers the possibility of some white grapes to be cultivated. In terms of grape growing here, so traditionally, because of the intense heat of this area, vines were very famously bush trained, very low to the ground, with leaf cover protecting the grapes from sunburn, creating shade. So this is generally low density plantation found certainly in parts of Puglia on sandy soils. This means, of course, you've got larger root systems that are more horizontal that can capture water when it falls. Now, this upright habit of the vines creates this nice, thick, dense canopy, and that creates shading for the grapes that sit immediately below that on the fruiting zone. So these old vines are really the evidence of this that we find in the area. But of course, the regions have moved on, and we find cordon training and trellising being actually the most common used today. These newer techniques allow for mechanization on Puglia's flat plains, for example. So, of course, around those areas, down in Puglia towards Manduria, for example, you will find situations like this where you've got nice, flat, expensive area. So then you have very uniform types of trellising, so our cordon replacement canes. And this means that we have really great ability to have mechanization. So tractors and alike will be able to come through here very easily. Okay, so very short and sweet video looking at the climate and grape growing. Please do join me for the next video when we actually hone in on our first region of the south of Italy, looking at the all-important Campania. If you do have any comments, questions, concerns, please do get in touch. As always, you can do so by commenting on this video below. You can also get in touch by the social media you see at the bottom of every slide. And if you do find yourself in the United Kingdom, my stomping ground, come and say hello and come see me for a class, glass, or bottle. I've been Jimmy Smith. Ciao for now. Bye bye.